I have made a comprehensive list of all the things you should be bringing to the hospital with you when you're going to have your baby. And I say this as a labor and delivery nurse who has seen everything and as a mom who's also had 2 babies. So the first thing is your wallet. Make sure you have your insurance card and your ID because somebody's going to ask for it at some point. Next, make sure you have a comfortable pillow. Hospital pillows are notoriously uncomfortable and super flimsy, so I'd bring a pillow with you that's nice and comfortable and that you're kind of okay with getting dirty. Next, make sure you bring your phone and an extra long charger. The charger is very important because hospitals usually have very inconvenient places for outlets. So if you want to be able to have your phone and charge it too, then I would consider getting an extra long phone charger. Next, make sure you bring comfortable clothes for after you deliver. So you can be in your hospital gown throughout delivery. In fact, I would recommend that. I wouldn't recommend bringing your own because they just get kind of messy. But after you deliver, you can wear whatever you want. So I would bring something comfortable that's easy to maybe breastfeed in if you're going to breastfeed, something that's easy to move around in, and just something a little bit more baggy. You don't want to wear anything super tight. Next, and this is very important, make sure you bring some sort of slippers or shower shoes. Unless you're okay with just wearing the hospital socks that they give you, I would recommend getting some of these shoes. Make sure they're very easy to clean though. Please do not bring fuzzy slippers to the hospital. They always get ruined. So bring some easy to clean slip-ons. Next, I would recommend a robe. Some hospitals do have robes that you can use if you want, but they're generally kind of ugly and a little bit scratchy. So I would bring a comfortable robe for, again, after you deliver, just to kind of have in the room with you in case you have visitors coming in and out. It's just nice to be able to cover up quickly. Next, and obviously, make sure you bring in your toiletries, like your toothbrush, toothpaste, contacts, face wash, shampoo, conditioner, things like that. Hospitals sometimes have those things, but they're generally not great quality. I've seen hospitals have toothbrushes and toothpaste and sometimes like a baby shampoo, but other than that, they don't have a lot. So I would bring the things that are going to make you feel most comfortable at the hospital. So next, make sure you bring your hairbrush, hair supplies, and any makeup that you want. Again, hospitals usually have combs just to comb baby's hair after they have their first bath, but they're not great for adult hair. So I would bring your own hairbrush, your own hair supplies if you want to do your hair, and same with your makeup. Next is chapstick or lip balm. I'm not really a chapstick person, but if I had a nickel for every patient that asked me for chapstick, I would be a very rich woman. So make sure you bring your chapstick. Next, very important, snacks for you and dad. We always forget about dad. Dad needs snacks too. Most of the time during labor, you're not really eating and drinking. It kind of depends on your situation, but for afterwards, I would bring some snacks that you enjoy. Same thing for dad. He's gonna need drinks, he's gonna need snacks, so don't forget about him. And depending on your hospital, some hospitals have cafeterias that are open 24/7, and some have really weird hours, so it's not always super simple to get food if you want food. And I would ask your hospital ahead of time if your room has a refrigerator, because that could be life-changing. Next, I would make room in your suitcase for 2 extra towels for you and dad. Hospital towels are tiny and scratchy, so I would just bring your big, nice, fluffy towels for you and dad to enjoy. Next, if you're going to breastfeed, I would recommend bringing a nursing pillow. These can be really helpful in the early stages of learning how to breastfeed, and the nurses and lactation consultants might be able to help you learn how to use it too. Next, and this should be kind of obvious, but make sure you have your car seat. Make sure the base is already installed in your car, and bring the car seat into the hospital. Now, you don't have to bring it in when you're going in to deliver, but they're going to ask you to bring it in before you leave the hospital, so make sure you have it. And last but not least, make sure you bring a cute outfit for your baby because we all know you're going to want to get pictures in it. And some hospitals have photographers that come to the rooms and take pictures of baby after they're born, so it's nice to just have a cute one on hand.